guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, well, welcome. Nice to see you here. It'd be good if you can go hit the subscribe. My name is Berta and I am a lifestyle content creator from Windhoek, Namibia. Well, as you can tell by the title of this video, I will actually be sharing with you all my favorite African web series on YouTube. Before I actually get into this video, I actually wanted to address one small thing and give you a story time. This first small thing is I've actually been off of YouTube. I've been on hiatus. My channel has been on hiatus for over a year and some months, simply because I was going through a few things, trying to get a few things together as well. But I was vlogging even if I was off of YouTube. I was still vlogging, so there's a lot of vlog content that's going to be coming out. So far, I have two vlogs up. One is a 2017 vlog, one is a 2018 vlog. The 2017 vlog, there are two more vlogs from 2017, and I can only, once I put those out, some of the other 2018 vlogs will make sense. But I'll put that out hopefully in the coming weeks, in the weeks between now and August, and by September we'll be up to date and we'll be exactly in real time 2019. So, the second thing is I am obviously this video is a you is about my favorite YouTube series, and speaking of that, I have a list here in this little book of mine, a list of all my favorite YouTube series and a movie that is currently on YouTube. If you're wondering where the book is from, it is from Typo. Just that I think the front doesn't have that it's from Typo, but the book is from Typo. I got it from my colleagues. Oh, here it is. It's from Typo. The book is from Typo. I got it from my colleagues in 2017 when I left my previous job. This together with some other stationery from Typo. So if you see me looking down, I'm actually looking at the book too. Just look at the content or the series that I'm talking about. So secondly, the story time that I wanted to tell is some people have not probably a bad taste in their mouths when they hear of African series, but they have this notion or this belief that all African movies are not nice. It's only witchcraft, it's only shouting, screaming and yelling. But there's actually there's now the old Nollywood and there's the new Nollywood. Forgive me, this is the sun and my window is open. There's the new Nollywood and there's the old Nollywood. Old Nollywood is all about shouting, screaming and yelling and witchcraft and all these other things. New Nollywood is more on the drama, comedy, and sort of action kind of thing. Yeah, that's more what it's more like. And I've realized that when I was actually looking for African series to watch, I realized that I have not seen not one that is like Southern African. And I'm just wondering, scriptwriters and directors and investors, Southern Africa, in films in Southern Africa, what are we waiting for? I mean, I would like to be a part of a bunch of scriptwriters for a type of Southern African series. I actually, speaking of that, in high school, everybody who went to Atasha High School, grade 11B, grade 11C, sorry. No, grade 12, grade 11B and 12B. Yes. Because the A class was just next to our class, and the C class was all the way on the other side. It's like, okay, when I was there, I was writing. I used to take paper from my notebooks, my A4 notebooks, and now if the A4 is this way, I'd fold it into two, and then I would write on this way, and I'll write this way, and then I'll write this way and this way. So the paper would look like this, and then the story would start this way. So I was writing stories in 2006 and 2007. So like when we had block sessions, instead of block sessions at school, so we would, instead of block sessioning at home where we were supposed to be studying, we would block session at school where you're supposed to sit in class and study, I think for a period of 2 weeks or a week. not social. So that was my grade 12 year. I would sit down and I'd sit down and I'd write in my notebook, in my piece of paper. I'd write like a whole story. I had a whole story written down, and one of my best friends, shout out to Cindy, hi Cindy, she read the story and she was just like, oh my god, it's so nice. And then I think she took it home, and then somebody else went to read it, and then it eventually came back to her. I got it, and then somebody borrowed it. I don't remember who it was, and it never came back. It was actually a nice love story that I had written. But anyway, I digress. Point of the matter is, um, I love stories, and I like to tell stories. I love to read storybooks. I like to, like I sit and imagine what the background of a series would be. And when I watch series, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do that, I could do this here, that kind of thing. So anyway, except for this kind of series, these ones, they are all sorted. There's no need for me to do anything with them. So let's talk about the first series that I ever watched on YouTube. So I think I don't know what I was looking for. I must have been looking for something that had the word African in it, and then this popped up onto my screen, which was an African city. An African city is basically Sex in the City for Africa. Like it's like all the episodes in the series, sorry, when you watch them, they are all, it's a Ghanaian series actually, and it's about four women who one returns back home and she reconnects with her friends that are also returnees, and they probably grew up together from the introduction, the first episode. And they touch on a lot of issues. They touch on Christianity. They touch on relationships. They touch on sex. On safe sex. They touch on how African parents. Sorry, something going on with my nose. They touch on how African parents shield their children so much that they want their children to leave home, and how African children, like in this time and age, are trying to pull away from that kind of not that kind of notion or that kind of thinking from our parents. Um, they touch on misunderstandings in relationships. They touch on misunderstandings in friendships as well, and they also touch on social issues that are everyday issues, small normal everyday issues, or everyday or things we see every day. Actually, sorry, I want to say, like for example, things like these people always slice lemon for you, and they put it in your coke, they put it in your water, they put it in everything they give you. They will give you sliced lemon with it. So they bring up those kind of small social behaviors. And then they also bring in where you meet things like when your aunt meets you, and then they're like, oh my god, do won't dock up, and it's like, hello, I cannot eat my food in peace. And then they bring things like, for example, ah otoka nuna kano, but all of this is obviously in English in the series. But these are the kind of issues they bring out, and in the end, it's just simply talking about it simply leads us to the main character who returns from abroad to having found out that the guy she liked, or the guy she was in a relationship previously with before, is now engaged to get married, although he was trying to get her back. Typical African man. Okay, that's the first series. So it's an African city. The second series, it came out in 2015, around May, so it was early enough for me to even watch it. It's called Skinny Girl in Transit. Oh my god, it has 5 seasons. It has This is how good it was. 5 whole seasons. It is centered around a girl called Tiwalade. Okay, this is a Nigerian series, by the way. Tiwalade is a thick girl. I mean, she's well educated, she's articulate, and well, she has a younger sister called Shalewa. She lives in Lagos with her parents. and she's an on-air personality, by the way. She's a radio jockey. Um, and she Tiwalade, she's getting older. Her mom would want her to get married. Obviously, now, I think mostly I've seen that in West Africa, most of the time, it's not that popular here in Southern Africa. We don't have that kind of thing here where you turn 30, they expect you to be married. Parents expect you to be married, but when you want to get married is when they expect you to be married, not when you turn 30 here in Southern Africa. I don't know. Okay, in my home it's like that, but I don't know where else where they expect you to at least work on yourself while you're younger and all these other things and get married whenever it is that you want to get married. So Tiwalade's mom was expecting her to be married and she was clocking on to 30 and the mom was like, I mean, hello, sister girl, what's happening here? You are not getting married. I don't want to give away too much. I'm trying to not give away too much. Eventually it ends up being that she goes through several. Oh, she's also on a fitness journey, by the way, which is what the series was first centered around. Was centered around her being on a fitness journey, and then along the way, she obviously now, because her mom wants her to get married, she meets several men, several, about, I don't know, I'm not going to tell you how many because you have to watch the series so you can actually get how many men she meets until she meets her Mr. Right, and eventually what happens. I'm not going to give away what happens in the series, but it ends well. And well, throughout that series, oh my god, all I could, it is very, I can say it's very intriguing, it's very educative, um, and it touches on issues that concern relationships, as far as relationships are concerned. And in her radio show, she also talks, because she has a radio show, so she also talks about matters that are important, not important, that are trending throughout among young people, not trending, but that are that are relevant with young people or that young people could relate to. So um, throughout the series, you will get to know her mother's character is a very African mom character, where you can see she's a very much of a disciplinarian. The only thing I didn't like about the series was the I guess that's what happens there, because here for us it's completely different, where if you have a housekeeper, you treat the housekeeper as if they were still your family. So I don't know how it is in Nigeria, where you treat the housekeeper the way they treat, the way that um the mom and the children treated the housekeeper. Ah, so the other thing is, the other one was, what was the other thing? What it was? I think that's it. And as you go through the series, you get to experience the different characters and how the different characters grow and how the different characters also relate to you in a way. Like I could relate with Tiwa on some levels, and I could relate with Shalawa, the sister, on some levels. I could also relate with Tiwa's best friend, oh, what's her name? Oh God, I forgot. But Tiwa has a best friend who is from work. I could relate to her as well. And then some of the characters that they brought along also, there are some traits in them that you could actually be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So yeah. And then the third one, the third series, it came along, I think, um oh, this one came before Skinny Girl in Transit on this YouTube channel. Okay. So YouTube channel is, I'll leave all the links to the playlists of these series in in my description box, and then you guys can go and watch them. Trust me, you will not be disappointed with any of these series. The other one, the next series, it came before Skinny Girl in Transit on this channel, and it's called forgive me, it's winter, it's crazy out here, is it is, oh sorry guys, I'm so sorry. Is the other series that showed on, oh, I think it's the powder, it's getting into my nose, or the dust from the floor. Okay. So the other series that is on the same channel as Skinny Girl in Transit, but it started before Skinny Girl in Transit. I think it started in 2014 ish. Season 1 and season 2 probably played at the same time, or like obviously like immediately one after the other. Is a series called Giddy Up. Oh, Giddy Up is the series that made me live for the drama that is always on this YouTube channel series. Oh my god. Giddy Up is about four individuals who are trying to make it in Lagos. And yes, it's a Nigerian series. You guessed it right. So these four individuals that are trying to make it in Lagos, Nigeria, they encounter a lot of things along the way of wanting to become successful. So there is Tokumbo, there is Obi. Tokumbo is a tech guy. Obi is an on-air personality, and then there is Eki. Eki is a photographer, and then there is who else have I forgotten? Oh, then there's Yvonne. Yvonne is a fashion designer. So those are the four main characters. These four main characters, I mean, if I won't be able to tell you how many episodes each of these series have, and in any case you just have to watch them, but they lead up to, I think the most episodes that each series has up to, I think, 16 maybe. See 16 episodes maybe maximum. Okay. Oh, Giddy Up actually first aired in 2013, and it last aired in September 2014. So you can see the gap it has. Ooh. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna quickly read off of my PC here. What I'm gonna read off of my PC quickly. Okay, so Obi is a budding radio personality. Yvonne is an upcoming fashion designer. And then Yvonne has a relationship with some sugar daddy who actually sponsored her line so she can be able to um sew the line, I guess. And then there's Tokumbo is a tech guy, and he has issues with his father. He's not really that much good of friends with his dad at all. And then there is Eki. Eki is the same as Tokumbo. They leave their parents' homes because their parents do not support their careers in anything they want to do. Okay? Okay, so that's about it. So that's about it. And then I guess the rest, I don't need to even bother. The rest, you have to watch the series. You must watch the series. You will love it. It is very exciting. Then they had a trailer for season 3 to come out. I think it was early this year or maybe late last year. I don't know. Until today, I'm waiting for for season 3 to show up on um Danny TV's YouTube, but it's not there. I'm so hurt and so disappointed over it. Only because like the trailer, if you see the trailer, oh my god, if you see the trailer, oh, okay, sorry guys, I'm itching. If you see the trailer, you will, even you yourself, you will want to see the series just immediately, because we could have been on episode last right now, but now look, we are not even on episode 1. So hopefully with time, Danny TV, hello Danny TV, maybe they'll be able to hear me from my video. Hopefully they'll be able to show this series, this season 3 of Giddy Up. Hopefully they'll be able to put it up onto their channel soon enough, because we are tired of waiting. So it has 2 seasons only anyway. It has season 1 and 2. Season 1 is mostly introducing the characters, and it was dramatic enough because, oh, just watch. Season 2 is even more dramatic, so you would want to see season 3, because even when I watched season 2, I was like, okay, I can't wait for season 3. I waited. There was no season 3. Then they brought Skinny Girl in Transit, and Skinny Girl in Transit was pretty nice. Okay, so moving on to the next series. It is This Is Us. This Is Us is by a lady called Lola. I think the channel is called, her name is probably Lola D. So they call the channel Lola D. Low, like, I'll to be in the description box below. Like, you can be able to go onto the channel and watch. This Is Us is about a newlywed couple who are very young, who go through the motions of the honeymoon phase of marriage, the difficult times, and then making it onto the other side. And it is an exciting, intriguing series with, I think, about is it 12, 14 episodes, or 20 episodes. I'm not so sure. It has only 2 seasons, season 1 and season 2. Season 1 introduces us to the, obviously it introduces us to the couple, to their friends, their family. And then in season 2, it is more about how this couple actually try and make it through this thing called life and this thing called marriage together. It's very exciting to see a perception of somebody of how marriage is. It's very realistic actually, because when you're not married, obviously, to somebody, if you're just dating them, it's not the same as when you're married, because then your dynamics change completely. You're no longer a girlfriend, he's no longer a boyfriend. It becomes husbandly duties, wifely duties, and then two people coming together to perform those kind of duties. It can be quite interesting, because I mean, two people have different opinions all the time, and so it shows their ups, their downs, their compromises, their disagreements, their agreements. Pretty sure, like, this is actually a series that all young couples that are intending to get married, young couples that are married, will love and enjoy. Trust and believe. So watch season 1 and season 2. And I love this because, okay, it's actually, and the lead character, the male one, ooh, Nick Mutamo, oh my god, the guy is hot. He is sizzling hot, 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 hot. By the way, he's Kenyan. And the female character is, I forgot, I think her name is Ngozechiku, I think, I'm not so sure. Do not shoot me. She is a pretty girl. I think she grew up in the States and then she came back to Nigeria to come and film, because she probably studied film, I think, or she studied drama. Okay, so it is an amazing series. You will love. Oh, Skinny Girl in Transit. Nick Mutema is also in Skinny Girl in Transit. I'm not gonna say which episode, which season, but he's there. All that yumminess. He's in there. Also in Skinny Girl in Transit, you will also see how the dynamics of family, the dynamics of siblings, the dynamics of when you find somebody, and how the family of that specific person reacts to you, especially siblings. Especially if siblings are super tight, it becomes difficult for them to detach, to now come to a point where, oh, now we need to detach. She's now found somebody, he's now found somebody, kind of type of thing. Trust me, you will enjoy this. Okay, then we move on to the next episode, to the next series that I love on YouTube, currently loving on YouTube. Some of the, mind you, all of these series, I've watched all of them. I've watched them. And speaking of This Is Us, there is a movie that this lady has done. If you go on the channel, it was a Valentine's Day special, and this Valentine's Day special, I think it hit 1 million within the week it was released. So it is, I think it's called, I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called, but it's a beautiful movie about a gentleman who gets somebody pregnant, and it was just a one night stand, and that one night stand, leads to so many things. That one night stand leads to a pregnancy, and it's a whole bunch of things. Would be good. You should watch it. You should definitely watch it. Okay, so the next series is Rumor Has It. It's also on the Danny TV channel, and Rumor Has It is basically about a blogger who makes money because right now, I mean, what I'm doing right now, what I'm doing right now is somebody has this as an actual full-time job. So it is about a content creator who is not content creator, not content creator. She's in the media business and she makes her money off of she basically runs a blog gossip blog and channel. And she encounters a misfortune where her husband actually gets somebody else pregnant, and well, we all know how what that boils down to. It doesn't even boil down to divorce obviously immediately. Along the way there are a lot of things that happen before all these things happen. And she has a younger brother and she has friends who actually walk with her through this whole journey. At the same time, she has employed somebody or an assistant who works with her on her blog. She guides her through the content, and she's the one that writes up stuff for the channel or for the blog. And well, we watch her as she goes through this period of time where obviously everything of her whole life has shattered down, because I mean, you are married, this person you're married to gets somebody else pregnant, and there's so many issues that are already within the marriage that could have been resolved in a different kind of way. That's season 1. Season 2 is gonna be based on what you watch in season 1. So season 2, you might want to watch all of it. You might want to watch season 1 and watch season 2. They're actually quite, oh my god, they made me fall in love with African series a lot more than I ever have been in love with them. So Rumor Has It is quite interesting. Just like it's saying Rumor Has It, the name Rumor Has It, you will be able to see how Rumor Has It throughout the season 1 and 2. Okay. We move on to I move on to the next one. The next one is This Is Life. This Is Life is actually about a girl who's trying to find herself in life, but more on her career, her friendships, relationships, and as time goes, what she goes through. So the season shows us all that. It shows us her trying to find love and not being able to see that love is right in front of her. So, but by the end of the season, it doesn't even show us whether she finds this love or not. So I'm looking forward to watching season 2 of This Is Life, because it looks quite interesting. Because also in This Is Life, she is a girl who lives with a single mom. Her mom is a single parent. Her father left her mom some time back and never looked back, and eventually came back. Oh god, so dramatic. Anyway, so the best thing to do is to just go right onto their YouTube channel and watch it. I think it's on Scene 1 YouTube channel. So when I find it, I'll link it. I'll link all these videos in the link down below. So we then go, the next one is My Best Friend's Wedding. My Best Friend's Wedding is about a guy who parents, again, this is West Africa, okay, but when it comes to guys, it's a lot more different for us here. When it comes to guys, obviously also us guys are the ones that are meant to propose. So here in Southern Africa, is where you will find that families put more pressure on the man. That, I mean, what is this? I mean, you've been dating this girl for 4 years, we want you to get married. So here it's more the guys that are. Also, by the way, all of these series, I've actually introduced all my brothers to these series, and everybody that I know, actually, I've introduced. My best friend Lucia is glued to her screen because of these series. So you would want to watch all of them. Trust and believe. So if a new series comes out and I find it, I'm like, oh, Lucia, there's this new series. Oh, you must watch it. She gets hooked. So like now, on Thursday, she's definitely going to watch it. The only thing we do is we watch, but we never discuss this. So I think I want to actually start a thing where me and her discuss. Okay, so we have 28 minutes. I need to make sure that this is fast so that we can finish. So this guy, then his friends, he has friends, you know, those friends that are very close, female friends that are close. It's exactly like that. So this guy has these female friends that come up with an idea of getting him to redate all his exes, so that he can see if he can marry one of those exes. So from this, throughout the series, throughout the episodes leading up to the finale, he starts dating these women, and he eventually, in the end, realizes that one of the best friends is somebody that he likes. Yeah, the rest you can watch through the series. So that is My Best Friend's Wedding. And then there's the one that is currently playing on Red TV's channel. Oh, by the way, my best friend's wedding is on Red TV, and this episode I'm about to tell you is also on Red TV. This series is called The Men's Club. The Men's Club is like, I look forward onto Thursdays now, because The Men's Club is sizzling hot, like kind of like Oshifima. You know that Oshifima with like, oh my god, the yen gongo no njuhwa. Oh god, you will love it. You will love it. So it's actually about, okay, The Men's Club is about 4 guys who two are engaged, 2 are single. 2 are engaged, 1 is married, 1 is single, and mingling. And then the one that is engaged to be married is engaged in mingling. And you know, the series is it really just shows what men do. That you know, there's one character that makes my life just amazing when I watch him. He's such a funny guy, and I think like outside of it, I think he's already good for the role because he gives the role so much life. And then there's this versatile guy. You will meet him in Skinny Girl in Transit, but you will also meet him here. He is perfect for the role, but his life is so dramatic as well. He is a northern guy and northern people from Nigeria, obviously. He's a northern guy who, because they are quite conservative, he is a northern guy who's also, they are all wealthy. All okay, no. 2 of them are very wealthy. If one can afford a private jet, so he's very wealthy. And then if one can run a chain of hotels, he's quite wealthy. The rest, and one works for his father-in-law and makes a whole lot of discovery about his wife. His wife is from a rich family. His wife is very spoiled. Even throughout the series, you'll see how she behaves. It's just, anyway. So then the one is a tech guy who ends up with a Kruger. So I mean, what more could we ask? It's just drama, and a lot of drama. And okay, not a lot of drama. It has enough drama and enough comedy to keep you glued to wanting more, to wanting to finish all the episodes. And the last series is actually one of my favorite. So also, I'm gonna start watching the series and making reviews of each episode for you guys. See, I'm telling you, I'm saying new content. This is new content. So I'm going to be watching these episodes or this series and putting the reviews online for you guys to see. At the same time, I'm also going to be giving my opinions on different TV shows. I said new content. I meant it. And here it is. It's new content. And then on top of that, there's also another one that I'm going to be releasing. Let's hope sometime September. We are looking at I can be able to release that specific content. The other one is, so my brothers are hooked to this. They are hooked. 2 of my brothers are hooked to this. 2 of my brothers. I'm sitting on the ground, by the way, while I'm filming this. 2 of my brothers are hooked onto this series that I introduced them to. Like, rumor has it, Skinny Girl in Transit, and the one that I'm going to say now. So my youngest brother, who's staying with me, I introduced him to Inspector K. The boy is hooked to everything about Inspector K. Amuses him. He loves and lives for Inspector K. And I'm telling you, Inspector K is a dramatic man. He is hilarious. He wants to be the only inspector. Sorry guys, if the light is, coming in and out, I think there are clouds in the sky and the lighting keeps changing because of that. Sorry. So, yeah. Well, if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I will leave the links to these series in the description below for you guys to watch, and I'll try and see if I can add them to my cards so you can see and can watch them. I'm not so sure you can put them. I think I can. If I can put them, I'll put them there for you guys, then you guys can go and watch them. Oh my god, they are so these they will this is a new Nollywood, new Gollywood. This is absolutely new. It will show you the different, how talented our African writers and our African directors are. And trust and believe, you will not regret watching any of these series at all. They are completely different. Even if they are about romance, some of them, not all of them are. The storylines are completely different in a way that when you reach a point where you find out that it's actually a romance series, you're like, wait, what was that? How did I get here? Kind of thing. So anyway, without saying too much, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share, comment, share with your family, and I mean, let me know in the comment section below what you want me to, if there are any episodes or series that you watched elsewhere that you want me to review. I'll be up for it. And until next time, I'm your girl Berta. Bye.